welcome to the very awaited what the heck is Courtney bringing on holiday video. I currently have a little under 2 weeks before I leave, and what I want to do is I want to pack for my trip now and only use the supplies that I have packed so that I can get used to using my limited supplies. And the only exception will be when I make my junk journal, which is coming up for my trip. I obviously will go outside what I've packed because I'll be needing different things, paint and stuff like that. Paint I'm obviously not taking. I'm taking watercolor, but I'm not taking paint. Stuff like that is the exception to the rule. So I currently have just literally dragged all the random stuff that I have been using through the last couple of weeks, and this is kind of why there hasn't been a supply documentation video, because I am all over the place and I haven't even taken any notes about what I'm currently using, because I've been so crazy busy trying to get everything done, and with hubby being away, I just flat out have no idea. I'm just grabbing things as I see them and haven't taken any sort of note about what I am using. So I have a lot of pouches here and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. So of course I'm going to take my medium Delphonics pouch. I have said, oh, there's raven cat hair all over this. What a feral. I've said that my Delphonics pouch will be what I mainly take with me, and my pen roll. Now that being said, I also want to take a pen case with me, either the small one or the medium one, or even my eyeball case, which I'll go grab just a sec. Okay, so this is what I am talking about. I am considering putting my stuff that I use while in the plane in here so I can visually see it. I don't have to look very far, and I can't pack it too big. I'm actually thinking of putting my medium Delphonics pouch in my suitcase and having my essentials that I'm going to need and my pen roll in my checked luggage. Not my checked luggage, like my carry-on stuff. So I am at a dilemma as what I'm going to do. Obviously in my Delphonics pouch I have my sprocket, of course, and I also have all my film. So I've got 10 lots of packets of 10, so I have 100 photos there, and so I've popped that in here because I know I can't forget that. I can't forget it. I've taken my scissors and stuff out because if I take this on the plane or in my backpack, they'll get confiscated. And I've taken everything else out besides those things. And I've got a couple of Rogue pens in here, a lip gloss. But everything else, I lie. Oh, there's a couple of rings in there. Let's put those on. I should. There we go. Eraser. All right, so everything else has been taken out besides my pins that are on my thing and the sprocket and the photo paper. So, and I also have a black and white strap on it. So I was gonna do this all artistically and do this all lovely for you, but then I thought, no, I like listening to people babble about art supplies, and I like seeing art supplies, and as much as it would take me longer to do the beautiful video, I kind of need to talk through this stuff as well as to myself, as well as talking to you about it, because I kind of don't know, and I've been putting it off because I don't know what I want to pack, and I'm just sort of ignoring the fact that I'm going away and don't really want to deal with the fact that I have to pick supplies. So I did pick up some pencil caps at Daiso to put my Stabilo pencil into, and I'm trying to see where the heck my Stabilo pencil has gone, because I know I will use that a lot, but it is a very messy pencil. Is it in here? These are the colored pencils that I purchased that are like my museum ones and my Caran d'Ache ones. Nope, it's not in there, but there is a glue stick in there. So they are all the newer pencils that are not my Prismacolors that I've just sort of stashed in there to keep separate. And that's in my Alice pencil case. And I just don't know whether I want to take Alice with me, whether I want to take the pencils out. I don't know. Pencils can wait. In here is my small pouch, and in here I've got a whole heap of random crap. All my excess fountain pens, washi tape, planner stuff, erasers, multi-ball pens. It's just sort of become a big fat mess in there. This is a representation of how my brain is at the moment, a big fat mess. So let's put that over there because I don't think I need anything from in there. I've got my pen roll and it's only half filled at the moment because I've been using the stuff that's in them. So I've got my Prima glue pen, so I've got that if I need it. I've got my one watercolor palette here, and I'm also taking my Schmincke one in this size. So I knew that these are the two watercolor palettes I am taking. So this one is all of these, which you've seen me swatch in a studio vlog, and that fits into one of these inside pockets quite well. So that's where that is going. I know that's coming. So I'm just trying to get through the things that I know are coming. Like for reals know that they're coming. So I've got my watercolor palette here that you guys have seen. It's not changed. It's all the same basically. So that's coming as well in here. And I am taking 3 fountain pens with me. My yellow Vanishing Point, my Decimo in Champagne Pink, and not my Visconti that is staying home, and my Pilot Pereira. So they're the 3 pens that I am taking with me. I am going to empty them out and maybe only have my yellow one, and when I travel with my yellow one, I'm going to have it wrapped in paper towel and in a Ziploc bag, and then pull it out during the flight and use it. I've had so many conflicting discussions with people, so I'm going to trial just the one pen on the plane. So I've got them in my pink pouch, but I'll probably have them out of this and in a Ziploc just to be safe. But they are there. So those are the 3 fountain pens I am taking. In my pen roll, I have my 2 Midori stencils, which are always in there. I've got my spoon, and I've got a 0.2 Tiki. I'm going to take that out for now so that I can get all situated with what is going in to my pen pouch, pen roll, I should say. This will definitely be something that comes into my backpack every day. So whatever I put in here has to have a use and has to be picked up every single day in order to make it in here. If I'm going to lug this on my back, whatever's in here needs to be like ride or die stuff goes in here. So that is what I want to do with that. And I'm obviously taking this little pouch. This has all my travel watercolor brushes. I've got the Escoda ones, and then I've got Jane's one as well. So Jane's one is this one here, and that sort of pops open and brings out a brush. So I've got my travel watercolor brushes. I am taking those in the pouch. So I know that's a done deal as well. So that's that one. So I've got my 2 pen pouches from Rowena filled with fountain pens and watercolor travel brushes. Now, this is my medium Superior Labor pencil case. And as you can see, this is what happens when I am run off my feet with work. I will grab anything. There is probably 1,000 doubles in here. I've apparently got a white Prismacolor pencil in here. I don't know why that is in there. it's madness, and this happens when I am at like crazy stress mode. So I need to work out, am I going to take my pen pouch, this one, or my small one, which has highlighters in it at the moment, or am I going to keep these at home and bring the eyeball because it's lightweight, it's see-through, and I don't have to stress about losing a really expensive pencil case. I know I want to travel with my favorite things because having my favorite things around me is a comfort to me, but at the same time I don't want to lose my favorite things, and I don't want my favorite things to get too damaged, but I've already like got stains on them. So I am considering taking a pouch, because once I fill my Delphonics pouch with all my bits and pieces, I don't want to have pens stuck in the side pockets, which is what was happening. So, but then it's kind of like not that means that it's not whatever fits in my Delphonics pouch, and then that's the end of it. I will need glue. Let's just stop thinking about the 50 million pens on the table, Courtney. And there's more pens in there. I don't want to bring the highlighters. They are my planner highlighters, and I don't plan on planning anything. I'm taking my planner, but I don't think I'm going to plan anything. So let's put that over there. So I have a glue runner, which I'm going to fill before I leave with a new refill. So I have my glue runner. So that's going into my Delphonics pouch. I am also taking some glue. I'm going to take one of these and one of these. So when I am traveling, I have a small one and a big one. So I have 2 glue sticks, a small and a big one. I know that that's happening. I'm not taking any more fountain pens, so the Lamy Joy will stay put here. I have all my Copic multi-liners in all the various shades. Is there any more? No. Oh, what was that? Oh, my pink lead. Good job, Courtney. Ruining things left, right, and center. So these are all the Copic multi-liners that are currently in front of me. So I have 2 0.1s in wine, a 0.3, a 0.5 in wine, and then I have all 0.1s in the sepia, the grey, the purple, and the pink, and a 0.3 in the navy blue. I am going to take the navy blue one, the pink and the grey, and the 1 and the 3 in the wine, and the rest can stay because I don't think I'm going to need them. So put them over there. So I'm going to pop them in here for now, just for now, until I decide what pouch situation we're going with. So there's that. Making progress. I will be taking my pink pencil. I can't not. I love sketching in pink. It's going. I am going to be taking a water brush. So I have one here. I'm actually going to take 2 in different sizes. One will go into my pen roll and one will go into my pencil case, because I know Boo is going to ask me for one and she'll lose the one I give her. I know it already. I am going to put one of my small erasers into my pen roll, and I think I'm going to put the rectangular one. This is the Mono Zero one. I'm going to put that one in there because I always need an eraser when I'm out and about and never have one. Obviously my normal dust catcher will go into my pouch. I'm going to take, I have mechanical pencils in here as well. Are they the only 2? I've got leads. Yep, so these are the 2 mechanical pencils I have. I have the Zebra Delgard in 0.5 and I have the Kuratoga in 0.7. I think I'm going to take the 0.5. Let's just make that decision now. So that is what I'm going to take, and I'm going to check for my lead situation because I know that I've got 0.5 leads for it somewhere. Is that these ones? No. I'm going to take my pink ruler as well. And what else have I got back here? 0.7, 0.7. Is that what size I picked? Or did I pick 0.5? So did I not buy lead for this pencil? Let's just, if I don't have lead for it, I'm gonna have to take another one. I have a ballpoint pen, and I know that there's another one here somewhere. I can't see it. So I'm going to put a ballpoint pen in there because I will use this as backup if any of my other pens die. I always carry a ballpoint pen. I have all these multi-balls because I bought a huge stack of them from Jet Pens. I bought like 5. There's my other ballpoint pen. So I have them in pink and I have them in black, and I have a medium one and I have a, that's the medium and the rest are fine. So I'm going to put my medium one in there, and I'm going to put a fine one in there, and the rest will stay out. I obviously have a stack of pink pens, which I obviously do not need a whole stack of pink pens. So this is the multi-ball in pink. It's waterproof, so that can go in there, and my pink ballpoint. Rest can stay out. Right, where are we now? I have a whole heap of uni pins, which I will not need because I am taking my multi-ball ones, so they can go. I've also got my tikis. Tiki, 0.3, 0.1, 0.1, and 0.2. They'll all go. I have to test those because I'm pretty sure one of those 0.1s is on the fritz. I have brush markers in black for the Pitt pens. I'm going to put 1 in there. The rest can stay. My Copic brush pen I'm going to take, even though I probably won't use it, but sometimes I like to use this to cover a big area fast. I've got my embossing pens. I don't think I'm going to be embossing anything, so they can stay. I'm not going to need these big Sharpie pens or the Pitt pens, so they can stay as well. My other Mono Zero. I said I'm not taking any uni pens. These are grey pens, which I will take. I will take the Ecoline brush pen and this grey pen for highlights. That's, I'm pretty sure, a pink brush pen. Yep, don't need that. Uniball Signo, don't need that, don't need that. Extra glue. No. I am taking my sharpener. I've got to actually empty out the sharpener because it's disgusting. And I will take scissors. Now these are my portable little pink ones. I'm going to put them in my suitcase because obviously they'll get confiscated from me. So they're going to go in there for now, but they're going to get removed and put into my suitcase. I am going to take one dual highlighter. This is one I picked up from the Japanese bookstore on the weekend. So one's a pink, one's a blue, just for my planner if I end up needing it for any random reason. Now what I do not have is I do not have a white paint. I don't have my Uniball Signo, so it must be roaming around somewhere. This is my general planner pen, which is a Coletto, but I'm going to just use my fountain pen, which I've been doing. So these are all rejects that aren't coming. Don't need any more glue, so they can all go to the side. So I'm going to remove all these, and then I'm going to bring in my pencils and my other bits and pieces that I'm considering taking. But so far, that's not, I don't feel like that's too many pens. You're all going, what are you doing? You're taking too many pens. Probably, but it's okay. All right, so let's me tidy this up and get a bit of order in, and then we'll keep going. All right, I've tidied up a little bit and I found my Stabilo pencil. So I'm just going to, I will sharpen it before I leave. I will, I promise Nikki, I will sharpen my pencil. And I'm gonna put the red one on there so that it will not get all yuck inside my whichever pen case I end up putting it in. So I will grab that and put it in there. I have found one of my water brushes. I think this is the too tall one, so I have a short one in here. Yeah, so there's a short one. So this one is actually Jane's ink ones, but it holds more water. So I'm going to put that one in there, but you can see that there's a bit of a height difference. So my taller one is going into there. My shorter one is going into there. So I've got those. I found my Uniball Signo. So I'm going to put my fine one in here and my broad one in there. I am taking my porcelain palette. Obviously I'll clean it. I am going to pop that into this side pocket in here because I know that that fits in there. Oh, it did fit until I bought, maybe if I put my, that over there and then put my palette here. There. So I've got in here my palette, my paper, my watercolor palette, my porcelain palette, my glue, and my photo paper in here. I'm gonna do still frame shots for a blog post. So even though it's not the best way of showing you, I will do a blog post for all the other levels, so you'll see them in still. Now I am taking my Postman's pouch. This will have ephemera and things in it. I have both of them with me. This one is sturdier. Obviously the Rose of Sharon is really, really pliable. So I will take both, but this one will probably stay in the hotel, and this one I will actually take with me to collect business cards and things like that. So they're going with me in there. Now, pencils. This is my dilemma. This is my dilemma. These are my travel ones. These are my original set and all the singles that I've bought. My brand new full-blown set is in the studio. So I am only going to be taking out the ones that I have used and abused for years. I don't want to break the legs of my new ones because I can't guarantee that they're going to travel beautifully and safely. And then I've got all the ones that I purchased recently, obviously the newer ones, the watercolor museum ones, and I really like the color choices that I've picked for some of these. They have unusual shades. Especially the Polychromos. I picked up some like lime colors and blues and things. So I am thinking that maybe I will just take these ones. I've also got the Caran d'Ache Pablos in here in some unusual shades. I tried to pick shades that I didn't, or well, that were different. And then I've got my museum ones, which I love, and they're watercolor ones. So I think I may take this set with me, and then maybe a few of my, like say my fluoro pink one, some of my like favorites, my pale pink, my purple. I need black grape. Yep, that one. And I have like my peach. Is that the same color? No. The turquoise. That will do. So I have all of these pencils, and so that'll do. I should probably keep them in here. This is what takes up so much room in my bloody pouch. So they are in there. I could stick them into the pockets, but I'm not going to. So I need to take out some of my everyday drawing pens for in here. I am going to put in the Navy Copic Multiliner in 0.3, a ballpoint pen, a 0.1 Tiki Graphic, my graphite pencil, and my pink pencil. So I've got some pens, some outliners, my water brush, a white pen, a glue stick, and that will be what I travel with, I think. I may put my Stabilo pencil in there now that it's got a cap on it, because I do like adding that to my drawings and things. And it's, of course, you think that if I get a clear pencil case, I could find the stuff I'm looking for, but no, that's not true at all. Right. So, I am considering trying to fit this in as well. It'll probably fit into my backpack. So there is that. So that will be what I put into my backpack every day with my journal, or with whatever I decide to take, a little sketchbook or something, instead of lugging my journal around. That is another video, what journals and stuff I'm taking, what books I'm taking, that sort of thing. And when I pack my backpack, I'll show you that as a separate video. So currently there is my adhesive here, my porcelain palette in here, all my extra paper, my Schmincke watercolor palette, my watercolor cup, my colored pencils, and on the outside I have my 2 pen pouches from Rowena, one with travel brushes, one with my fountain pens, and here I have my printer. Now essentially I could fit all of these pens into here if I wanted to, but I don't think that I want them rogue like that. I think if I'm going to get on the plane, I would take out my like a handful of my pencils. I would wrap them in an elastic band and I would pop them in here so I could use them on the plane, and then I would have like this stuff. I'm trying to minimize the amount of stuff that I would have on my little table so that I can just have my journal and like a pencil case. And if I wanted to, say I didn't want to get my pen roll out, I know that there are enough drawing pens in here. I would literally take out my watercolor palette and my brush, my Stabilo pencil, and my two pencils, so my pink and my lead. And then I would add a handful of colored pencils. So let's just say my museum ones, because they are watercolor ones and I know that they will be very versatile. Of course, now I've got to sit here and look for them all. That one and that one. So those ones and that will go in there. And I would take these ones as well, and these are the Polychromos, which I'm actually quite enjoying. And I'd elastic band them so they weren't so rogue. So I would essentially get on the plane with that and my journal, and then I would be done. And the rest of it would stay packed up in my pouch, either in my backpack or in my suitcase. I know that this would be in my backpack, but I wouldn't want to faff about with several things at a time. I would obviously also have my yellow one in there wrapped in a Ziploc bag or something so that it didn't get ruined. So that is what I would take on the plane with me, and my journal. And this may seem a bit crazy that I've got so many things, and I have considered even condensing it down to a handful of pens in my watercolor palette, and putting it in like my small Superior Labor pen case. So I might go grab that and see what I can do and make it smaller again, and then I will have a vote from you guys to tell me what you think is best, because I know there are some seasoned travelers out there and I am definitely not one of them. So let me go grab that. So what I've done is I've taken everything out of my plastic pouch, and this is my little Superior Labor pencil case. I've only put in my yellow fountain pen because I know that that would be in there or would be close by. So I would take my pink pencil for sure, and a waterproof multi-ball, and also a ball pen if I was worried about my multi-ball leaking. Let's just look at all the pens. So there's those two. And then I would take a water brush. The long one does not fit nicely, so I would end up taking the short one, which is currently empty. I would take my white gel pen. And I would take my eraser. Where is that? I put my eraser in. Oh, it didn't come out. Eraser in there. I'd put my grey, pink, and wine Copics in there, and I would probably leave everything else out, and I would take probably these 5 colored pencils if I knew they would fit. And because they're really tall still, they don't actually fit. So I would have no colored pencils and my graphite one, and then I would walk onto the plane or get that out of my bag. And then the rest of this would either be in my yellow pouch or would be in here in my suitcase. What do you think? What do you think should happen? Should I take the pink pencil case with everything in there and my journal? So it would be essentially on the plane, this. Or it would be this on the plane, or it would be my yellow pouch with everything inside it and my journal. But I'm not even going to show you that because that's ridiculous, and if anyone votes for that, you've got problems. So that's my dilemma, is what I'm going to actually bring on the plane to work on. The first leg is 6 hours, and then the second leg is 9 hours, I think, or it's 4 and 9, something like that. But I know it's quite a long way. Then we've got 3 hours in Fiji airport, just to sort of roam around. So that's where my thinking is. I can't think of anything else that I want to put into my yellow. Oh geez, something's making a mess. But this will be what will come out with me every day when I go out, when we go sightseeing and stuff. So I would have that packed with the stuff that you saw me use before, because I love my pen roll and I think it's really convenient to have everything. So this is what I would take out with me every day with my journal or my sketchbook, whatever I decide to bring. And then obviously that sort of stuff in my yellow pouch. I can't think of anything else. I'm not taking any mermaid markers. I'm not taking brush pens. I did consider taking some of my Copic markers, but I just don't think I could take maybe a handful, but then I would need to take my other sketchbook, like my Copic marker sketchbook, and I don't think I want to do that. I can't see myself working in Copic marker in my journal, so I think I might just leave those behind. Generally, I wanted my colored pencils and my watercolors and my sketching pens, because that's the stuff that I use constantly. While I'm thinking of it, I have my date stamp, and I have my little portable black ink. So I am going to take those because I picked them up for travel, so I want to take them with me, and they will just slot into those little pockets there so that I can date things and date the photographs and stuff like that. So I mean, at the end of the day, this could essentially go into my backpack if I wanted to, but I can't see myself pulling it out while I'm out and about. That's just for literally my hotel. So yeah, if there's anything you think I'm missing that you think that I must have, please let me know down below, because I've kind of I feel like I'm obviously missing stuff like this. This will go with me. But I'm not quite sure if I have missed anything. I'm trying to travel as light as possible. I don't want to carry the world with me. I just want my watercolors, my colored pencils, and my sketching pens. They're the main things I want. Obviously my little printer and my photo paper to print memories off, and do the journaling and stuff. Obviously I have my creative hub, which is my journal, my TN that's got all my, you know, ephemera and bits and stuff in it. So there is quite a bit when you think about it. And obviously I'm taking my inserts, some of my finished inserts for the meetups. So yeah, if I am missing something, let me know. But that is all I'm doing for today. I'm trying to make them not so long so that I can do a few more videos for you guys, but I will show you how I pack my backpack and all that sort of stuff. That will be a separate video, because people have been asking me, are you going to do packing videos? Yes, I am, because I know that we all love to watch that sort of stuff. But also I'm doing my junk journal video to get my junk journal ready. That will be an attachment to my journal. I'm going to make it so I can slip it in the back. So that is what I'm going to do. for all the excess stuff that's not going to fit in my journal, like the excess pamphlets and things. So yeah, I gotta pack smart. And if there's something that I need, I can either borrow it from the girls or I can go and buy it to replace. But I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to only buy new stuff, not stuff I already own that I forgot to pack. And I don't want to buy a lot of things. I want to buy some things, but I kind of have a lot of art supplies. I really, really do. And there's nothing that I really, really, really want at the moment that I can think of. So we'll see. Except for those pastel gouaches from Holbein, I think. I want to have a look at those. Those are probably the only thing that's on my radar at the moment. So let me know what you think I'm missing. Let me know which combination you think will work best. And I will see if the majority thinks that the small compact little pencil case and watercolor palette or the eyeball and anything. So just let me know what you think, because I feel really stressed about this for some reason. I'm stressed about everything. But I'm worried I'm not packing the right stuff, and I'm gonna get there and be like, oh, I didn't pack this and I didn't use this, and I want to do it right the first time around. I don't have a second chance at this. I'm not going international anytime soon after this. This is the one trip, and then it's, you know, go, 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 buy a house. So yeah, tell me what you think, my loves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye! God, I'm the worst gluer ever. Yeah, I like him there, and then I can either add some writing, which I may not do because I don't know how my pens will go on this jelly print, or this paper I don't want the ink to spread, so I may add some